Let's play a game called Education. Everybody sit down, put your things under your desks. I am Miss, you will never know me but by my surname, and yet you will fear me more than your mother. In my class, you will not speak lest you raise your hand. You will not switch seats. You will not wear hats or clothing with profanity. You will not pass notes. Fighting will not be tolerated. Cheating will not be tolerated. Late homework will not be tolerated. Funny how this game starts with telling people what they cannot do. This has always been the way I've seen the public education system. I've been homeschooled my entire life. Since I was 3.5, my work was figuring out what I could do and focusing on what I could do with it. Reading, spelling, penmanship, history, and math, and it's never been solely about my marks on the test, it's been about my understanding. But the first time I took the PSAT, when I realized my education had to have a name, I gave myself over to the statistics of American students. When I found out my math wasn't up to par, I started to worry. I stopped understanding formulas and started hurrying to the answer key just to make my mom happy. I still haven't finished geometry. What a wake-up call that must be. Despite this, my educational experience hasn't been that bad because I've been learning about what it takes to become someone extraordinary. Unfortunately, not everyone's had it that easy. Let's play a game called Realization. Elementary school and its predecessors are all about creativity. We take attractive learning concepts and tack them to our minds like Pinterest boards. We're encouraged to draw nonsensical shapes and apply them to our fantasies, but by middle school, it's not cute anymore. It's time to get into the real world. By high school, you need to know who you want to be, but yourself is an occupation worth paying for. It wasn't until recently I realized college students are dismissed as absent if they're not in their assigned seat. I started to pick up on when teachers said everybody and not everyone because suddenly we became numbers and not human beings. It wasn't until recently I realized when my friends said they didn't want to go to college, they didn't mean I don't want to go to school anymore. They meant their inability to measure up as a chemical foaming out of the mouth of a beaker. Like a paper chain of snowflakes, we have come to believe that only a specific, identical kind of people are cut out for university. So many letting go of degrees, like only so much more at the tail end I'm free, and the problem with the system is that it's teaching a generation of brilliance that education is something you can finish. Dear public education system, let's play a game called I Am Stewing with anger because my best friend is scared to death of re-entering the hall she'd like so much to cave in on themselves. Stop talking Pythagorean theorems and start explaining the formula for personhood, and people wonder why teens aren't equipped for life. Maybe it's because we're being instilled with fear rather than passion. Maybe it's because the system is so FUBAR we're becoming damaged in an environment where we should be manufactured for decency. Forget greatness. We've been told to stay silent so long we forget what it's like to speak. Taking on so much pressure, you'd think we were being formed into diamonds when we feel like dust. Dear public education system, no, actually, you are not dear at all. The dictionary's definition of a system is a set of things or parts that work together to form a complex whole. Dear education, let's play a game called Where Did Your Foundation Go? Force-feeding us opinions unfit for adoption, injecting inferiority into our veins, embodying the belief that beauty only comes in airtight packages, shrinking down passions to focus on a core curriculum ready to blast into supernova, and then you tell us to solve for x as if we have all the variables. Math has never been my strong suit, but if I have to give the formula for personhood, I will tell my best friend that, Helena, in a world that embraces the attitude of peasantry, you are a queen, and I will tell you that until you can't look in the mirror without seeing royalty. And despite the abandonment you've experienced here, my name is Joe, and that is not a synonym for leaving, just like school is not a synonym for learning. And in fact, I heard someone say he didn't want students killing themselves on campus because they had a reputation to uphold. Well, hey, Mr. Educator, instead of joking around telling people not to kill themselves because it'll make the school look bad, tell them not to kill themselves because that is not what they are born to do. I hate that a 6-letter word has become a trigger warning so powerful people beg for death like a dog begs for dinner. I want to understand how each and every one of you feel when you come home. How was school today? Fine. No. I can't believe that anymore because my friends are wearing down the layers between skin as means for coping. If school was fine, tell me why I can't approach the person I hold most dear. Tell me why I've had to make physical lists of reasons why my friends can't leave this earth yet. Tell me why. If school was fine, tell me why souls are dying and bodies are destined to follow suit. Who are you that she gets so afraid her lungs forget their purpose? My generation is stumbling through life with their deficiency, wondering why help is so beyond reach. Dear public education system, let's play a game where you loathe your vulnerability because you haven't been nourished with confidence. But what do I know? I'm a homeschooler. I should be wearing jean skirts and cooking meals for my 10 million siblings. I should be reading books that censor the idea of what's going on in the real world. I shouldn't even have a voice. But maybe this is bravery. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. It comes in different combinations like cowboy boots and aviators, snapbacks and lipstick, leather and metal, crop tops and cardigans, compression shorts and Nirvana shirts, and man, oh man, maybe the reason why we wear profanity isn't because we condone it, but because we are craving contact. Maybe we need a man to tell us to cover up because ours is too busy to notice. Maybe we need to be admonished because it's still better than being hit. See, teachers, we want you to understand us as much as our parents don't. If you want us to stand out, don't sit back. Lead us. You have tested the ground before us, Sid. It's fine. Come out. And if we want to believe that you took this job for a reason, maybe we don't need you to hold our hand and recite motivational passages, but if you are human too, if you understand what I am going through, allow yourself to guide me onto the pathway of success, dear public education system. Let's play a game where we pick up our broken selves and be taught what it is to become whole. Now I've solved for X. Do you understand why